started our concerts this morning at 11 with the middle school honor band. We just concluded with the Wind Symphony, and the day is going to conclude with the Symphonic band that we have before us. And I just wanted to thank everybody. This takes a village to put this together. And certainly thank the band directors for the product, the music education quality that's going on in our schools. Thank you so much. I know how difficult that job is, so we really, really appreciate that. The parents, how about a round of applause for your parents? You guys I can remember with my parents, they would, like, you need to practice, and there's 5 of us, 5 siblings, and we all had our time. Like, oh, you can have my time. I don't really want to practice. So how many of you remember fighting to, like, we got to practice? And then it got to a point where, would you just stop practicing? Enough already. So these are the best of the best that you're seeing up on stage, and it's been a pleasure to have them with us throughout the last few days. I'd like to thank all our students who've been helping with the logistics of all this, and I'd especially like to, I embarrassed him just a little bit ago, but Brady was the conducting assistant for this ensemble, so how about a round of applause? Faculty who have helped with master classes and auditions, to John up in the group there. Hi John, everyone turn around and say hi John. Hi John. Hello! Hi, thank you for doing all the live streaming, so if someone missed this, they'll be able to see that later. The programs are all by QR code. They'll be up for a long time. You can always download the program if you want a print copy of that. So, without further ado, I would like to also just thank, I forgot here, good thing I have notes. I also want to thank Buckeye Brass. Terry Staten, who's an alumni from here, is a repair technician. Volunteered his time yesterday and helped fix some instruments. As you know, things can go wrong. And so he would fix some springs and some pads and whatnot. And also to Matt Spradlin from Wilmington, who brought a truck full of chairs and stands to help supply all the numerous students that we have on campus here the last 3 days. One of the things that is so fun about hosting this is we have decided, my team and I, my team by the way being Gretchen McNamara, somewhere, she's probably stacking chairs I'm sure, Bill Jobert and Stephen Wadsop. And I said, what would be great is if we could include our alumni and show the excellence of our alumni from Wright State. So Jocelyn Garrison was one of our alumni, did her undergraduate and master's here, conducted the middle school, and now it takes great pleasure to bring on another alumni from here, Catherine Keener Abner. She got a music education degree from here. She's also the director of instrumental and choral activities at Valley View in Germantown. She serves as the director of the Kettering Civic Band and is the choir director for the Concordia Lutheran Church and plays principal flute with the Springboro Wind Symphony, for which she also serves as vice president of the board. And also the director of that ensemble, another alumni from Wright State. Go Wright State! All right. So without further ado, please welcome to the stage Catherine Keener Abner.
cold and frosty day, I must tell you that I've had a delightful time. It's not even delightful. It's been amazing. It's been life-giving in ways, musically speaking. These young people have just surprised me at every turn, both from their manners and personality, and from their willingness to listen and adjust and change and give to one another. And I have to tell you, it has just been so much fun. So, that was Henry Fillmore, a Cincinnati boy born in 1881. He wrote over 700 pieces for the wind band, and Men of Ohio was one of them. A little known fact, perhaps, about Mr. Fillmore is that, have you ever heard the saying, it usually comes from a smaller child, when they get frustrated that does it, they're going to run off and join the circus. Henry Fillmore did it twice. Little known fact. Anyway, so we just wanted to start with a rousing march. We're actually going to bookend our concerts today with marches, but we started with the Cincinnati Boy. We're going to move and go on an adventure with you. This piece is called Ghost Fleet by Robert Sheldon, and it's programmatic. And it's the story of out on the water, out on the ocean, a beautiful sunny day, as we can all kind of take a moment and picture. And that there are fleets of ships whose glory days were long ago, who have been tucked away in all sorts of places. But our musical imagination comes to life if we can imagine what they saw, what they went through, the storms, the battles, the winning and the losses. This is the story of such a fleet. This is called Ghost Fleet by Robert Sheldon. in music and in programming, it's at the forefront of our mind to change our emotional state. We who enjoy the music and we who play the music. We want to go from something that makes us excited, exhilarated, something that makes us laugh, to something that makes us think, something that makes us feel. And this wonderful Haydn's arrangement of a well-known hymn tune, which is Amazing Grace. A lot of us are familiar with it. I told the students, as I was thinking about repertoire for this event, I'm looking for music that surprises me. If my ear thinks it's going in a certain way, it says, no, no, no. I've got something creative in mind for you. I love music that makes me think and surprises me that way. And I feel like the William Haydn's arrangement of Amazing Grace is just that arrangement for us. It's beautiful, and I hope you will enjoy it. Another thing, the opening of this, again, in an unexpected way, is very, very still and sustained. And you'll hear the melody. But as I was thinking about it and making some notes, and then I met this wonderful crew of young people, I thought, it almost seems to lend itself beautifully to maybe some words that we could share with you. Some words that came to mind while we were working together over the last 3 days. And so that's what we've done. We're going to ask Ainsley Richards, who's a percussionist, to come down, and she's going to share with you some of our thoughts. It's just brief and just at the very beginning, but it shares with you a little bit about how we feel.
Oh, goodness.
I hope you're ready for another adventure. This one is called The Ankh of Eternity. It's a new and creative and wonderful female composer, Kelly Duggar. She lives currently in Nevada. She has conducted and is currently a middle school and a high school band director. Okay, band directors and music teachers in the crowd, why don't you stand up, please? Where are you? Thank you for being here to support these wonderful young people. But thank you for the time and the effort and the love and care that you give to each of them. So Kelly Duggar, out of Nevada, rather new on the composition scene, but is so creative. So The Ankh of Eternity is an adventure where we are looking for a magical amulet. And one of the reasons I really enjoyed this arrangement was that it was exciting. We got to go on an adventure. It surprised me. And it also leaves opportunity for students in the ensemble to have a chance to do a little improvisation. If you are going to be one of our improvisers, would you please stand? Give them some courage. All right, so without further ado, off we go. Well, as I mentioned, it's been quite an adventure. Musically speaking, and just on the roads to get here. However, it makes for a great story. It makes for a great memory. Along the way, I shared with the students some of the fun, funny, sometimes ridiculous and horrible stories I had from the honor bands I was in back when I was their age and growing up as a young musician. And they impacted and imprinted on me in ways that have stayed with me forever. And when Dr. Jacob asked me if I would consider being one of the conductors this year, I couldn't say yes fast enough. But I also knew that there was such a huge responsibility to give them all I had. And I can tell you they have inspired me. I want to teach forever after this lovely weekend, and it's all to them. But there's a reason that these beautiful children are the way they are, and it's because of the love and the guidance and support that they get from all of you who are their friends and family. Could we have moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, friends and family, please stand. It should be just about everybody. So before we head into yet another wonderful world of wind band literature, I do want to take the opportunity to say thank you to Dr. Jago, to Dr. Zeringer, to the staff here at Wright State. It's not just an honor band experience, it's a college experience for these students, and the time that goes in to just host one honor band. But 4 honor bands on the same weekend, just from a chair's standpoint. I start seeing stars, the band director in me does, and I am very, very thankful and grateful for all of their work, for the students, for the student helpers. There was nothing I ever had to wonder was getting ready to happen, or they were just always right here. And so would you please help me give them a round of applause. Another march. But this one doesn't have the name John Philip Sousa attached to it. This one has the name Giuseppe Verdi, who is known as an opera composer primarily. This is a transcription. And this particular march is from Aida, and it takes place in Egypt. And the triumphal march happens when Ramades comes back, and he is triumphant with his army after a great win, and he re-enters the city. And so as Ramades enters, we exit. And I thought it was just a wonderful way for us to say farewell to one another and to you. Triumphal March, Giuseppe Verdi.
well. But next year, the Honor Band Festival will be February 13th to 15th. We usually try to hold it the weekend before President's Day. And then we also have a new festival that we started just a couple days ago that I hope some of you might see some of you back at that, is the Silver Melted into Sound Festival, which is coming up Friday, May 3rd. So if you want any more information on that, you can find it on our website or email any one of us and we'll get that information to you. So again, thank you very much. Thank you to all the students. Thank you to all the conductors. Everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend.